Alright, so uh, well, I had this question on the RC groups that whether the A2, the DJI new A2 controller, uh, is that compatible with the original Wukong V1. So, and we're gonna test this, and we're gonna see whether the system is incompatible with the V1 Wukong or not, or whether we can, swap parts out, maybe use the GPS or the IMU, and see if that works. So what I have here is a simple setup. I have the PMU Wukong V1. I have the main controller from V1. I have the ISD Mark II right here so I can record all the data here. I have attached with the 5.8 giga transmitter from DJI, so I'll be recording all the data. I have the original LED light right here. So I have this all set up so I can test whether the A2 will work. So here's the A2 right here in the box. I just got it very recently. I haven't hooked up yet to my S800, but I plan to test this this first before I can hook it up and fine-tune it. So anyways, and here is the A2 IMU module right here, and I also let me show you also, I do have the IMU V2 Wukong that also ask you for replacement for the sending in the V1 and getting this. So basically, if you look at these two closely, they are almost the same size. This one is slightly little heavier, I would say, than the original V2. I don't know, it just has the extra CAN bus option right here. This one does not. So both have metal casing, and so both feels really solid right here. So this one specifically is made for the A2. We're gonna find out whether it works or not, but this one definitely works with the V1 Wukong. And I do have the original one right here, and this is the original V1 IMU that most of the people having problems when they have a heavy load on their rig. So they've been complaining a little bit about vibrations, and so they're considering getting this IMU V2 that actually helps solve the problem. I think the major difference between these two is the dampening. This has a little bit more robust damping than this one slightly. So with the optional mounting plate that DJI S100 has, you can actually mount on it, and it would absorb all the vibrations, so it will have least vibration when it comes to the IMU, so your craft performs way much better. Anyway, that's not the part of this test. So so I have this A2, and I'm gonna bring out my GPS. Actually, I'm pretty much impressed with this GPS. This GPS is way much bigger and heavier in size. So if you look at this size of this GPS compared to the old GPS I have, so look at it. It's a huge difference. I mean, this one is, I'm pretty sure it's a very huge upgrade than the old compass and GPS I have here. So yeah, so it's a big I would say definitely is it's a pro. So alright, so I'm gonna hook this up the way it is discussed in the manual, and this time what they want us to do is to hook up this GPS basically on the A2 controller. So I'll hook it up right here, and then I'm gonna hook this LED up to the spare port. I don't know, yeah. So I'm gonna use this port for GPS. I'm gonna hook this up, and I hope I don't fry anything here, because really they say it's incompatible, so I'm not exactly sure whether I'm gonna burn something here or not. But anyways, it's worth a try. So I'll hook this up here, and this is the CAN one for the old GPS V1. So I'll hook it up right here. So everything seems to be fine. Here's the GPS. I'm gonna place it right here. The LED lights. So okay, so everything is set. So I have this one set. There's going to be transmitter. There's the IMU. That's the IMU. The GPS, everything is hooked up. So I'm gonna plug it in. So hopefully I don't smell anything coming out, but let's see. Alright. So it's all hooked in. So transmitter working, everything is working. So I think the A2 flight controller is working with this V2, with this V1 WKM for sure. As I move it left and right, there, it's moving along with it. So this is the good news. Although I haven't got any satellites yet from the GPS. Oh, here we go. So we got it. So it's 2 GPSs, 2 satellites for this GPS. So this one is blue. Now I got 7 and 8. So it's a very, very quick. Yeah, so I got 9 satellites. So this thing works with this. And it just maybe took like what, 10 seconds to get 8 satellites. I mean, this is amazing. And then basically I'm sitting indoors. That's the best part. I mean, I'm not even right next to the window. Yeah. So DJI says that the GPS A2 Pro is not compatible with this WKM V1, and I proved it. They're wrong. It's working. Although this is a bench test, but as far as I know, it's got 10 satellites. The A2 is working, so I guess it works. So I can just spend money on these two and get it hooked up. I think honestly I would just go with the GPS because I mean it's a pretty good solid. I mean, quick scanning all the satellites. So I would go with IME V2, but I'll upgrade this GPS and it works fine. So I don't have to buy an A2 crap. So this works. There you go. So I think I proved it, at least at this point, that I hooked it up and it works. So blue light meaning no reds. I got 8 signals on satellites, so worked fine. Yeah, I mean, what else can I say? It's right in front of you. It works just fine. Alright, thanks a lot. Appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna shut this thing off now. Okay, thank you very much for watching.